This is All of It. I'm Allison Stewart, live from the WNYC studios in Soho. Thank you for sharing part of your day with us. I'm really grateful that you're here. We have 2 hours of music ahead of us. Tori Kelly will be here. She'll join us to play some tracks from her latest album, which is coming out on Friday. So we're getting a preview. And Tori will talk about her upcoming show at Madison Square Garden. We'll hear a live performance from the group Civil Disobedience and find out why that name fits. And we will preview Lincoln Center's Summer for the City Festival, which has hundreds of free performances all summer long. That's the plan, so let's get this hour started with Bedouine. Bedouine is a singer who was described by the New York Times as having a voice like a warm balm. On her brand new record, Neon Summer Skin, she uses that voice to tell the stories of the people closest to her. There's a song about visiting her parents in Saudi Arabia, where she spent her youth. There's a song about a family member battling with addiction. There's a song about a difficult choice her grandmother made in Lebanon many years ago. And there's a song about her parents' wedding in Syria. It's an album about love, hardship, resilience, and about summer afternoons spent in the pool. Neon Summer Skin is out now. Bedouine is performing tonight at 6 p.m. at Rough Trade and tomorrow night at 8 p.m. at National Sawdust. But first, she joins us in studio for an interview and a special acoustic performance. It is nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too.
We're going to kick things off with a song. We're going to hear One Thing Right from your new album, Neon Summer Skin. Do you want to set this up for us?
Absolutely. This song is a little bit of an outlier. A lot of the songs on the record are about family, as you said. And this one's a little bit more about chosen family. And it goes a little something like this. I did one thing right. It's you, it's you. I'm doing one thing right. Lately I don't have my head on straight. Typically the things that people love or hate, I don't. Honestly, sometimes just feeling something comes. And who am I to pretend to know what anybody wants? I don't, but I do have some clue. And it's you. I did one thing right. It's you, it's you. I'm doing one thing right. Sometimes I get so confused, and as far as having that much to lose, I don't always have the latest news. They said when I was older I would know the truth. I don't, but I do have someone I choose, and it's you. I did one thing right. It's you, it's you. I'm doing one thing right. Be careful what you wish for, as the saying goes. I don't really know about the things that I've been told. Oh, be careful what you wish for, as the saying goes. I don't really know about the things that I've been told. I don't, but I do have some clue. And it's you. I did one thing I'm doing one thing right. I'm doing one thing right. I'm doing one thing right.
That was Bedouine with a special live performance of her song One Thing Right from her brand new album Neon Summer Skin. She's performing tonight at Rough Trade at 6 p.m. and tomorrow night at National Sawdust at 8 p.m. This is your fourth studio album, is that right?
Yes.
So what did you want to do differently on this record?
Well, it was the first time that I'd ever written a record with some kind of intention in mind or like some kind of framework. And it all started with coming back from Saudi Arabia and realizing that my childhood was far behind me. And I also realized that I might not ever go back because my parents were retiring and they were essentially on a decades-long work visa. And so I was just hit with it all, and I really wanted to sit down with that feeling and confront it and work through it. And so that's like a different approach I've had to all of my previous records, that kind of intention.
When did you start writing it?
It's been a few years now. I've been sitting like probably like 2022-ish, like, yeah, which was a little while. It was a delayed reaction, but a strong one.
A delayed reaction. Did you suddenly have the urge to write, or was it sort
just
of
like reflect
in your brain and then just came out? Or
yeah, that. It was just a lot of like sadness about the situation, with Saudi and Syria and Lebanon, and feeling that my family had been moved around and split up a little bit, and that I wouldn't really get to relive the places of the past in the same way.
The album is piano-centric a little bit as compared to your past music, which was guitar-centric. Why did you find yourself drawn to the piano?
Well, a couple of reasons. A lot of the bands I was opening up for, I started to envy the way that they were singing out, and the way I tend to write on the piano, on the guitar, is so hushed. And so I wanted to shake things up a bit and just try a new approach and see what that did for the songwriting. But I also was revisiting the instruments of my past, along with in the theme of the record, and piano was my first instrument. And so it was kind of like dusting off that a little bit. And trumpet was my second instrument, and there's a lot of brass on the record.
And there's flute on the record as well?
Yeah, I didn't play that. I wish I was that talented, but I did the brass instruments and the valved instruments. So it was kind of a revisiting of the past in that way as well.
It's interesting, involving the instrumentation. Were you thinking about that as you were writing the song, or does that come later?
I think it was just woven into it. I did a lot more pre-production on this record than I ever have.
Oh, interesting.
And so like playing with the arrangements and the instrumentations was kind of like a part baked into the writing process this time around.
My guest is musician Bedouine. She's performing live from her brand new album, Neon Summer Skin. She has a show tonight at Rough Trade and one tomorrow night at National Sawdust. Your family traveled back and forth across the years between Syria, America, Armenia, Saudi Arabia, Lebanon. Many of these places you had to go because you had to flee violence.
Not me personally, but my
your family.
Yes.
Yeah. First of all, how have all those places influenced your music? Let's start there.
It's so hard to say because my upbringing was such a blend, and it was so Americanized. Even though my dad moved to Saudi from Syria as essentially an immigrant worker, they decided to put my brothers and I in an American school. And so we were, I know, it's so strange. So we were like primed for, winning that green card lottery that brought us to America. And musically, I did have kind of a Western upbringing because I would come home from school and watch MTV, and David Letterman would be on with the time change. And so like I would still get a lot of like Western pop culture, but I think that it probably did find its way in ways that I'm unable to like really pinpoint because it still does like mean a lot to me.
Who did you listen to?
My first record, it's up for debate, but it was either Boyz II Men or Mariah Carey's Music Box was my first record. And then there was like, I know Michael Jackson's Bad was in the mix. And then I would wake up early to capture Nirvana on this like little handheld audio recorder I had so I could listen back to it in recess. So it was like such a weird mix. I just don't even know how all that appears in my music. But yeah.
What role did music play when you were growing up? Was it purely for entertainment, or did you feel something stirring inside of you saying, oh my gosh, I think I want to do this?
It was a strange dichotomy because my mom was very militant with piano playing. So that was forced upon me. And I at times I enjoyed it, at times I resented it. But then I was also really into like the pop culture. I would like belt out to Mariah Carey's Music Box. And so it was a mixed bag.
What did your mom make you practice on the piano?
It was a lot of just classical, Mozart and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a classical upbringing, which didn't quite translate to like writing on piano this time around. Mm-hmm. So it was I still kind of had that beginner's mind for it, which I actually like to protect anyway. So it was totally fine.
It's funny you said Mozart and stuff like that.
Well, it's the kid version of that.
My guest is folk musician Bedouine. She's performing live with her brand new album, Neon Summer Skin. We're going to hear the song Canopies, and this is about something your mother experienced when she was growing up. Would you tell us that story?
Yeah. As I got older and realized that like my time with my parents might, be limited, I just became more curious about them and their past. And I started to ask my mom more questions about her upbringing. And one time it occurred to me to like record our conversation. And she opened up more and more. And she said something about having grown up in this orphanage that her mom put her in, which I was aware of that. But she shared a detail with me that really stayed with me. And it was that her mom would stay at this nearby apartment of our relatives, and she would say this phrase on the balcony, which translates to something like, blow sweet winds, the essence of my child, because the orphanage was on the shore of Lebanon. And so she would say something like, flutter, like the ocean's flutters, like blow my daughter's sweet winds. And the way she said it, I knew it struck me, and I wanted to build a song around it from the perspective of her mom.
And she's included on your album.
Yeah, so I included that recording of her speaking as an intro to the song.
Let's hear that song now. This is Bedouine with Canopies.
I loved you too much to keep you all to myself, so I committed a crime, a committee of clones said, to treat you as one of a kind. Surely no one would meet you and think of someone that came to their mind. Oh, of all the flowers that come to rise, you had the softest eyes and eyelids outbid only by canopies. Waves, waves fold over and send her sand to me. From the rugged cliffs of the Mediterranean to the bars of my balcony. Oh, all the stones to leave unturned on the seashores of Lebanon. To my kin and my sin needs inconsolable tears.
That was Bedouine with a special live performance of her song Canopies from her brand new album, Neon Summer Skin. Where did the title come from?
So that's the title track, and it's basically a phrase I used for my bathing suit. It sounds much deeper than it is, but it actually is kind of deep, because Neon Summer Skin is basically this vignette of my childhood, like the perfect day, and the feeling of safety as a kid without having to think about your own safety under the watchful eye of your parents. And it basically, the song paints a picture of the perfect day at the pool with your family. And that was my favorite, like, way to spend time with my family in Saudi Arabia. And I had this bathing suit with like bursts of neon colors on it.
What colors?
It was bright blue, bright yellow, bright orange with sparkles on it, and it was awesome. It just became like a second skin, and kind of a theme throughout the record of like childhood joy and safety.
Isn't that funny how something that simple can bring you such joy when you're a kid? Oh my God.
Yeah, it's the greatest pleasures of life.
I read that when you first started writing songs, you kind of wrote them like journals. It was like journaling.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What worked about that when you were first a songwriter?
I think compartmentalizing a feeling like you could take a break from it because you sat with it and you put it away. It's almost like, swapping out your winter clothes or something. Mm-hmm. Like you're just like, okay, I've got this. It's contained. I can tuck it under the bed for a little while. And step away for a little bit. I think that became just like really cathartic.
Do you still do that?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that'll ever stop.
Oh, really?
No. I think it's so important that everybody find a way to express themselves, even if you don't consider yourself a creative type. Like I think it's very important.
There's a song called White Patent Leather, which
Mm-hmm.
was inspired by a photograph of your parents' wedding.
Yeah.
How did that image turn into a song?
Okay, so this image is of my mom stepping over a sacrificial lamb to get into the wedding reception. And I actually have my own memory of that in Syria with my cousin's wedding when I was about like 7 or 8. Mm-hmm. And those two things merged and created this song called White Patent Leather of my memory of it. And I actually was on tour opening for Father John Misty, mm-hmm. and they were gracious enough to let me on their tour bus. And so Josh and I were talking, and somehow this came up, and I told him about this memory, and he was like, "You've got to write a song about this." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I do got to write a song about this." And so I did. Eventually, it worked within the framework of this album, which is all about family.
This album, like you said, it's about family. Yeah. It's about displacement. It's about searching for home. It's about immigration. These are mm-hmm. all issues that we talk about a lot.
Yeah.
How did you want this album, the songs in this album, to point to the immigrant experience?
It's hard to say because I'm so close to it, and it's just became like a personal. I wasn't necessarily trying to make any kind of political statement. It's just so personal, and such a reflection of my family's experience or my experience with my family. And unfortunately, it's a very topical, continues to be very topical families getting split up. And the thing that's bizarre about it is that, like, my family, I personally, it's the best case scenario. We're all more or less healthy and safe, but we're all really split up, and there's this, like, still this long tail of sadness that you have to contend with.
Do you feel that when you sing the songs?
I did at first. They were really difficult to sing
Yeah.
at first, and now I'm breaking them in, and it's just becoming more joyous to just share them.
We're going to hear your last song. It's in Armenian. I'm going to get you to say the title for me.
Dermachiga.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't say that. When did you know you wanted this song to be sung in Armenian?
I wrote one other song in Armenian called Luis, and I really liked it. It seemed to be received well. People seemed to like it, even though they didn't understand it, most of people. And it felt really encouraging. I don't know the exact moment, but, like, it just was something fun I wanted to revisit and tease out. And I also really love the cognitive dissonance of this song, because if you know the subject matter, it's very different than, like, the tone of the song.
Okay.
And I enjoy that rub, even though that might not be obvious for a lot of people.
What's the subject matter?
Like, just displacement and, like, the resilience and the expectation of immigrants to, like, be so carry themselves with such grace, even though they have a lot of heavy feelings and things that they're dealing with. And to be like this perfect portrait of a person to be accepted into countries that they're, looking for refuge in.
Let's hear from Bedouine.
Yes, abreța dermachigar ertalu. Yes, abreța dermachigar ertalu. I live siskati, voramen marti. Dermachiga hankisti. Urvor ertas, urvor certas, amen markezi bitnai. Urvor ertas, urvor certas, amen markezi bitnai. I live siskati, voramen marti. Dermachiga hankisti. Երկու, երեք, չորս. Չորս, երեք, երկու, մեկ. Ես ապրեցա dermachigar ertalu. Ես ապրեցա dermachigar ertalu. I live siskati, voramen marti. Dermachiga ertalu.
That was Bedouine performing, and we have to give a shout out to
Adron.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for letting me tag along.
Thanks a lot for joining us. Bedouine. She'll be performing at Rough Trade at 6 p.m. tonight and tomorrow at National Sawdust, the new album at 8. And tomorrow, the new album is called Neon Summer Skin. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.